GTV is live from Germantown High School as your Warhawks host, the Warhawks of Arrowhead, in a match that pits up two of the top teams in the area. I'm Ed Raue alongside the coach, Jonathan Tsipis. Thanks for, we get to do this together.
This is awesome.
Is great.
I'm looking forward to it.
You know, you look at the rankings of these two teams and you put the aggregate rankings together. You've got Germantown, who's ranked number 4, Arrowhead number 6. These are two really good teams heading into tonight. However, we got a little hiccup in our lineup. And when we say we're saying Arrowhead's lineup, they took a hit today.
Yeah, you know, they're going to be without the services of Elena Harper. You know, they're all everything senior post player going to Grand Canyon University next year. Played last night against the Mechaniwak, but is unavailable tonight. We hope, again, that they'll have her back as soon as possible, and we wish her well. But it definitely changes. Everything defensively revolves around Elena inside.
Yeah, they funnel everything to her. And then on the offensive side, Bella Sams has been doing yeoman's work, but she's really going to have to step up tonight.
No question. And again, I think one of the players you look to for Arrowhead is, you know, Taylor Timish is going to have to do more tonight. She's coming off a 13-point performance last night, hit 3 threes early, as we talked about, shooting over 90% from the free throw line. She's not going to be the only one, but obviously when you have a double-double that's not going to play tonight in Elena Harper, different people are going to have to help up, and I definitely think that's where it points to first and foremost.
And on the flip side, this is GTV, so everybody watching this knows who KK Arnold is. Talk to me as a Division I coach, what separates KK from the others?
Well, you know, she reminds me a lot of how Skylar Diggins impacted the program at Notre Dame when I was there, and you can see that maturity in her. You know, I think she sees throughout the game, and, you know, last week when she broke the school scoring record, she also broke the single game assist record. And I think that's something we saw in Skylar is, you know, she wanted to play the best teams every single time. And, you know, I think with KK, she's seeing how she can make her other teammates confident and, again, get the best out of them as these games become more and more important. And I think being able to score it and distribute it, I still think probably the greatest quality she had is she's as good an on-the-ball defender at her age as I have seen. And again, I think she takes a lot of pride in that. That was her role, I think, that moved her up with USA Basketball and through kind of the Blue Star, Blue Star 30 circuit. Again, doing all those things. You a lot of times see a great offensive player take a little rest on the defense end, or vice versa. She kind of does it on both ends of the floor.
So there you have it. We've got two great teams in the area going against each other this evening. Stick around for what we hope and promise to be a really good matchup. Warhawks and Warhawks. If you're a betting man, I saw Troy Berglund last night. He told me the Warhawks were winning tonight, so I'm going to go by what he says. Stick around. GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor, live from Germantown.
positives will we say, and then she'll make a mistake. That's because
And now, the starters for your Germantown Warhawks. At guard, 5'10" junior Arrowhead Germantown. At guard, 5'9" senior number 13, Raue. At guard, 5'6" senior number 21, Tsipis.
Good.
At guard, 5'7" senior number 23, Ashley Wisner. And starting at guard, 5'10" sophomore number 24,
There you have it, the lineups announced, the anthem sung, and we are just about set for tip. Gary Whipperman in the Germantown huddle. I've got Sarah Nasif, not James Naismith. Sarah Nasif producing. To my right, Coach Jonathan Tsipis. I'm Ed Raue. We've got Dave Beasley on the camera. We have nobody up on top with a camera. That's not good. Gary, we got nobody up top. We have nobody up top.
Send Emily up.
Not good.
Camera.
Not the start we were looking for. Whew. We're just about set.
It's a good thing my daughter's here.
Tip right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Leininger from KK on the tip.
Yeah, aggressive offensive tip, and she hit it hard enough to get a free chip, free straight path to the rim. Obviously, Leininger's able to capitalize.
I've seen that as we have on GTV very often this year.
Yeah, and again, there's the first thing. How many times has Arrowhead opened the game and not have Elena Harper tipping?
And there's a turnover.
So again, right away you see two things where they're not used to, not having her tip and then not defending that. They've probably had offensive tip every single time this year.
We'll see how their defense reacts with Erica Bubb in the middle, playing the Harper spot.
Again, trying to, knowing that Germantown's not going to change their philosophy on shooting threes.
And there it is, Wisner from Leininger. 5-0 early on.
Yeah, and they're going to try as much as they can, to keep the ball away from Arnold.
The answer three, Erica Bubb.
I think they're going to say she's on the line there, Ed, and they're going to call that one a 2.
I'd argue. From way over here, I'm arguing it.
I just saw him point down, so.
Okay. Well, they can see it much better, of course, giving them grief.
Fouling Abby Roble there.
Cox drives, nothing there. McNeil drives into the lane, pull up 8-footer, short. Ball batted around, ends up in the hands of Timish. Sams swinging it left side. And now a steal. Leininger read it beautifully. Lost it herself.
Great job by Greta Hansen on that one.
And we're going to get
it back.
It's going to be Arrowhead ball. Arrowhead in their road black. Powder blue numerals, which are a little challenging.
Yeah, they're a little different design, close together. So
I mean, up close they look fantastic, but a little distance they kind of meld together. Germantown, of course, in their home white. Blue numerals, gold trim.
And
just underway.
Yeah, and you can see right now they want to get the ball to the middle of the floor. Everything's been down the sidelines where, Germantown can use that sideline as the extra defender for the trap.
Anytime you want to break pressure, especially the run and jump, you want to be middle, but it's easier said than done because Germantown takes that away so well.
Yeah, and again, you have somebody playing that spot that's not played it very often. Obviously, Bub's played it coming off the bench, for the small amount of time that Harper has sat. So again, another spot where they miss Harper helping break that pressure.
Pass inside went through 4 hands.
Hansen ended up getting it and missed the layup. I think she was so surprised it got to her.
Pull up, KK. Back iron. That's going to be a foul on Leininger. Yeah, the ball went through, hockey term, 5-hole. 2 sets of hands, ends up right in wide open shot. So surprised missed it. 5-2 early on. 16-10 remaining. Less than 2 minutes into this one. Already 3 fouls. Corner 3, got it.
Yeah, just where she left off last night. Taylor Timish hit 3 in the early going, was able to capitalize off the dribble penetration there and hit the transition 3 to tie the ball game up.
And KK throws it away, so 2 turnovers apiece each way. So the tempo up and down, we anticipated that.
And again, you've seen them so much more, but that definitely has to favor Germantown. Timish trying to go back-to-back there, but this is a game, if it's in the 70s, you got to think that favors Germantown. Arrowhead wants to keep this, be able to control the tempo more, make it more of a half-court game.
They come in averaging 50, just under 57 does Arrowhead. Kick out past Cox. She lost it. She gets it back. Handoff, Leininger, drive.
Good job
Hammer
by
pass.
Sams. Yeah.
Near turnover. Cox, it is a turnover. So a little surprising early on, and sometimes that happens when you lose a player like Elena Harper's caliber, and you talk about, hey, everybody's got to step up. Everybody kind of takes it amongst themselves, and it sure looks like Arrowhead's really buying into that right now.
Yeah, again, I think seeing a couple shots go in, there's no question, how the offense roll, and not being Bella Sams. So, again, other people we talked about, it's not that Bella Sams is going to have 30 tonight.
Offensive foul. Great job, Gretchen McNeil. And that gives you an idea what Chen does for this defense. Coach Stuvey talked about it when Gretchen went down. It changed their defense and it changed their rebounding. And they spent a good chunk of the season trying to find someone to fill that role. And you just don't fill someone with the capabilities of Gretchen McNeil. They tried and they threw bodies, and people did occasionally, but not with the consistency that Gretchen brings.
Well, and you hit it on the head about rebounding. You talked about that pregame that, they've only rebounded about 4 teams. Again, both teams.
Coach Tsipis getting his first rebound of the night.
I know, I can't take the laptop out, though, on that stretch there, so.
But 4 early turnovers for Germantown. They've had starts like this where they start off a little sluggish. 3, no good. Sam's hustle rebound.
Interesting. Bub hasn't shot a lot of them, but again, made that first jumper from right inside the 3-point line. And I think the one thing to watch, Abby Roble, again, their rotation's down 1 without Harper. She's already got 2 fouls.
Shot in the lane, no good. Wisner with a great job blocking out. She drew the foul and got that rebound.
Yeah, just didn't try to block the shot, walled the player up, made it hard for her, and then again turned around and, Tsipis trying to chase her own there, picks up the foul.
Kella lobs for Gabby Cox on the Germantown side. Arrowhead yet to sub. Of course, we're only about 3.5 in, but shorter bench.
Yeah, they do. They have Hanson's come in, got Roble there with the 2 fouls. So again, Hanson,
yes, correct.
Or excuse me, Larson, Sarah Larson, who's
You're right.
normally a starter. Coach Whitty wants to kind of look at how can it may be a different, get her going after, again, she's their 3rd leading scorer.
KK shot no good, ball batted around. Pitch it ahead, nope, Leininger hustles it down. Goes right back inside to McNeil. Shot up and good, Leininger with a great hustle play. And Chen's able to finish. 7-5, Germantown up. Into the middle, Sams, she breaks the timeline. Corner ball, 3 on the way. Got it.
Yeah, good to see. Again, Sarah Larson, their 3rd leading scorer at about 7 a game. Doesn't score last night against Conmawalk. Knocks her first shot down from distance to give them their first lead of the game.
Has to feel good for Sarah. As you said, a little bit of a struggle last night. KK goes to the line where she makes her living. First one rolls around and off. She's at 71%. It's fluctuated in that 68, 71. She gets hot on it. If it's inside 4 minutes, just put them on the board. They're going to go.
Yeah, a sign of a player that wants the ball in their hands, has that confidence. They're going to close games out.
Second one rattles around and down. Point for the possession for Germantown. And we're back even.
Good job by Larson splitting the trap there.
Wearing a new number tonight. She really wanted to get rid of last night.
Sam's first shot, no good. Their
Wisner hustle rebound.
2nd leading scorer coming in the game.
KK down the lane, splits everybody, steps through everybody, and finishes. She just split everybody, and you get, she's so strong and just takes up so much space in those strides. Very Giannis-like. Really. At the high school level, that's really impressive to do.
And again, I think makes the right play. Something we've seen, that progression of Giannis, too, of understanding when to shoot it, when to find the open teammate.
10-8, Germantown up. Sam's 3, short.
Yeah, you could see her reload that one.
Kind of rolled it down her wrist. Larson into the lane. Kick out, lost it.
Yeah, it was great hustle by Tsipis to, tap the ball back in to keep the possession. But then again, Larson, good job here by Arrowhead getting back
Wisner
in the
cutting,
zone.
Layup, no good. Bob rebound. Stepping into the game, Teresa Kesenevich. freshman brought up from JV. You got to do things differently when you don't have Elena Harper. They wanted a big, so they bring up the freshman.
Well, you know, Coach Wiz talking about, you know, playing her against Harper in practice the last couple of weeks has given her good experience. So
And
this
confidence.
isn't, yeah, I think, again, if you're doing some good things against Elena Harper in practice, you should feel good about yourself here. So not something where she hasn't gone against varsity level players all year, but again, a freshman an opportunity here to give them some depth and give a couple blows here to give, you know, Erica Bubb's not going to be able to play, you know, all 36 minutes tonight.
And who better to learn from than Elena Harper?
Yeah, no question.
Sams drives, get it out of here, lining her with the block. Lobs comes away with it, KK open court. Behind the back, pulls it out. Finds Leininger, lobs in the corner. Back to Lucy, another 5-hole pass. KK cutting into the lane, a little step back fadeaway, got it.
You know, give Leisinger a lot of credit there. She fumbled it, the whole bench is yelling, shoot it because they back off, but it's a fumbled ball. And again, you know, as a coach, that's something, just the percentages go so far down when you try to shoot something you don't catch cleanly.
3 on the way, got it. That's Timish. And a timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them. GTV, sponsored by JBB Financial Advisor. Back live on GTV, sponsored by JBB Financial Advisor. Germantown up 12-11, 11 and a half remaining, first half.
We got Erica Bubb back in the game, back patrolling the center of that zone. So, again,
Gretchen McNeil aggressive, drawing the foul, will go shoot 2. Chen, you can see she's still working her way back into the rhythm of the game, but she is playing with her confidence again. Her role might be a little altered, but her confidence is back, and you can see it.
And again, she brings that senior sense of urgency. You know, playing on the championship team last year, she goes 1 for 2.
Point for the possession. Now a double team in the backcourt. Sometimes you got to go backward to go forward. All the coaches in the crowd are yelling and screaming, hurry up. She still had plenty of time.
Yeah, you know, they went east-west for a little while there, but give Larson credit. She's able to get it over, and now they'll take their time getting in their offense.
Good patience here by Greta Hansen. Let everybody get settled. Good deflection by Wisner. That was just a great job by Hansen, the senior. She got the ball. Everybody was yelling and panicking. The crowd was all worked up. She let everybody get settled, get into their positions, then you run your offense.
Yeah, let's see if they can draw something up here. Again, usually that's something that they run.
That's going to be a slap foul on KK.
You know, run that lob play right there on the 4 low for Harper. And,
yes, they do. Tried to do it with Bub, and it drew a foul on KK, her first, team's 4th.
Let's see here if they go out of the box set, if they try to get something for Sams.
Well, elevator screen.
Yeah, with the isolation drive when all the help's taken away.
Great job reading it by J.C. Manny, but she threw it away. Layup good. Greta Hansen cleaning up that mistake.
Yeah, and we're all 7.5 minutes in. We're all tied up.
3 on the way. Manny makes up for that hiccup. So we get tie up after Manny's mistake, and they eventually go. Oh,
great
Sams!
finish.
Manny comes down, buries the three, go the other side, and Bella Sams draws the contact, finishes, and looks to tie this game back up.
Yeah, just really good job of sidestepping. It wasn't a true Euro step, but just kind of sidestepped, and McNeil then slid across, so it was a blocking call and good concentration to get it up off the glass.
And that is human nature. They're sliding, I have to slide, but you have to remember you need to be still. But it's human nature. Oh, they're moving.
I got to get all the way and get them all the way in front. So
good job by the junior Sams to draw the contact and even this thing back up yet again, our 4th tie of the night.
And I think really important, Sams is on the board. You know, again, we said multiple people are going to have to do this as Arnold misses the runner in the lane.
Larson running into trouble with KK, picks it up. They had a double team. Hallie Bowles and KK Arnold with a beautiful double team on the sideline, and they create a turnover.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask of Larson on that play, to go east and west, and then she picked it up right over half court in that dead trap zone right there, like 4 defenders.
Wisner into the lane, floater. That's a shot she was so good at last year. She just hasn't really fallen for her this year. It was that little runner bank shot, because everybody knew she wanted to shoot the 3. There should be a tie-up. That was a long, long time. It was, and it's a turnover, the 8th of the half for Arrowhead. But back to Wisner, that was her shot last year, but I think when you have a Jalen Acker sitting out there and a Natalie Paulskirl who's so good at slashing, she's gotten a lot more people on her making that move, so I think it's been a little more challenging this year for Wiz.
I think the Arrowhead's caught off guard there. No initial pressure. Germantown decided to bring the trap a little bit more over half court, and I think Larson got caught off bay by that.
KK turnaround, back iron. Hansen rebound. Larson pushes.
Good job by Hansen getting it out of that double team off the miss.
As we tick toward 9 minutes left in the first half, all tied at 16. Here on a Saturday night in Germantown, turnover. Leininger goes through everybody, draws the foul, and it rolls off.
Just did a great job using her, her stride there. Picked the ball up a little inside the free throw line, was strong with it, and took the contact to get to the free throw line.
Using those long limbs that she does so well with the block shots, use them there to attack. Where she goes to the line, shooting 48% on the season, but as Sarah has mentioned numerous times, it's been much better as of late, and she looks a lot more confident shooting them.
So we'll have Roble back in with the 2 fouls she picked up early. Again, I think Sarah Larson's got to feel a lot more confident. Hit a shot, handle the ball pretty well against the pressure, as Leininger, gets both shots, misses both shots.
There's the double team along the side. They break it. Now go baseline. Does Hansen get it out of here? No, they called a foul on Lucy.
And that's the danger of a shot blocker. When they get a couple, again, she got that one. It's harder when they're going from behind.
Number 1 in the Greater Metro Conference is Leininger. First free throw, good.
Hansen shooting 54% on the year. It's 30 for 57 coming in, knocks the first one down.
So if numbers hold, we'll see what happens if she misses the second, and she does. McNeil skies for the rebound. KK, right through the hands of McNeil. Just a little too much pepper on that pass.
I think she was more open, she realized. I think she gave it up and then cut through, and Arrowhead stayed wide.
Hansen to trigger it, into Sams. 8:30 remaining, first half. 17-16. Arrowhead in front. Little 18-footer, rattles around, ends up in the hands of McNeil. She breaks the pressure, gets it to KK. Down the lane, 15-footer, rolls around and down. Just such a soft touch.
Yeah. Got to her spot, vertical up and down on the pull-up. She's up to 7.
Our 5th lead change, 18-17, Germantown in front.
And again, you see how much more Arrowhead's deliberate here. once they get it into the quarter court.
They left Sams all alone. She back ironed it.
Yeah, and nobody ended up even a late contest, so she's able to get her own rebound on that.
Inside Bowles, they're going to get a tie-up? They are. It's going to stay down on that end.
And that's the second tie-up that Bowles has created since she came off the bench, and here's what we see where Germantown constantly rotating kids in. Coach Stuvey's got to be happy with the minutes that Haley Bowles provided.
No doubt about it. Murphy back in, lobs back in, and for the first time tonight, we get our first Reese Berge appearance. The sophomore working her way back from an early season injury. She can motor. She has next level speed. She's a soccer kid, and she uses it to her advantage. But she immediately commits a foul.
Maybe a little too fast. So again, both teams will now be in the bonus, as that's team foul 7 on Germantown. The next foul on Arrowhead will put the Germantown. I keep wanting to say the Warhawks, and everybody will be confused with that. So
You're not wrong.
Sams hits the first to earn the second.
64% on the season. 1 out of 2 on this trip. Murphy with the rebound. KK finds Chen. Finish. Great feed and finish. She does. And that was just as much of that jumper from before, that little soft jumper that she had that creates that look. Shot no good. McNeil
Boy, she's doing
skies
such a
for
good
rebound.
job on the glass.
That's her 5th already of the night. Splits everybody, gets into the lane, picks up her dribble, nearly throws it away. Murphy down the lane, looks for KK and threw it away.
Good job in the zone once that Murphy drove it. Again, the backside wing was able to protect the block, which you want to do if the guard's on the ball and there's nobody in the corner, and did a good job of shielding it away. And so, again, the pass couldn't be completed by Murphy.
6:50 remaining, 20-18, Germantown up. Got trouble, and they bailed them out. That is something Germantown does. They do continue to go with 10 players, sometimes 12. But one thing they do is they do get themselves into foul trouble. This is not uncommon. Those of us on GTVs, we've seen it all season. A lot of foul issues. And you can do that, and you're going to have that when you're constantly putting the pressure on a team. But at some point, you got to find a way to just stay high hands and just be active and trust your teammates to rotate. And if nothing else, make that next play.
Yeah, and again, it's something here. Can they capitalize? And again, they've been able to, first Bella Sams and now Hansen able to capitalize in the front end of the 1-and-1. So again, Hansen, her second time at the line, split the first 2, is able to hit the third one here. So again, a team trying to make up 16 points offensively with Elena Harper being out is able to gain some more by getting to the free throw line.
Second one, back iron, batted around. Berge comes away with it. They push. KK draws 2, kicks 1. That one is Leininger. She hands off. KK left wing. Breaks everybody's down. Great pass to Leininger, rolls off. Lucy comes away with the rebound and threw it away.
She did such a good job of sealing off the backside wing. Exactly what didn't happen on the possession before. Leininger made that pass easier for Arnold, just wasn't able to convert.
And now Lucy's got 3, so she will sit, and Chen will check back in. 6:22 remaining. If you're Coach Rick Whitty, you got to be really happy with the way your team's playing.
No question. You're getting to the line. You've got the best interior defender off the floor probably for the last 6:22 of the half. Roble able to hit the first one.
Roble on the season, shooting 70%. Gets them both.
Yeah, Roble was 4 for 4 last night in the win against Waconomowoc, had 8 points. So again, hadn't been a factor with the foul trouble, was able to hit both free throws.
Arrowhead up. Wisner lets it fly and buries it.
Yeah, kind of as an afterthought there after kind of surveying everything and the defense backing off. Again, Wisner, making 53 threes already on the year. You're not going to be able to back off her and not pay the consequence.
Down the lane, left-hand layup, off the mark. Offensive rebound. Don't bring it down around there. KK swipes it. They push. Goes to the hoop. That's a block. She's going to go shoot some free throws.
Again, you got to credit the freshman. You know, again, Teresa Kesnovich did a good job, but as my partner mentioned, again, in the land of giants, you can't bring the ball down where everybody can get it. And KK Arnold right on top of that one to steal it and take it the other way.
KK misses. They said 2 over the PA, but it was definitely a bonus situation.
Good step through by Raue.
And a foul. That's going to be on Gaz. Danica just stepping in, committing the foul.
And again, credit Raue there, the lefty up fakes when she gets to the block, steps through and tries to score with her right hand and takes the contact. Arrowhead not able to convert, but they'll be in the double bonus the rest of the half, and we still have 5:36 left.
Misses the first, 23-21, Germantown up. There's KK having a conversation with the referee. Again, if you're new to GTV, we've been fortunate enough to watch her. I mean, she does that every game. She talks to every one of them, always is thanking them for, you know, little things like, hey, what happened with this? And they always getting a pat on the back. I mean, yes, we see this from everybody, but this is a kid going UConn that could just be like, yeah, I know what's going on. Not that way at all. Just a great person.
Well, I think understands presentation. That's so important.
Sure.
The officials are human, and
sure.
Everybody else in the building's yelling at them. You know, if players can talk to them on that same even keel level.
Pass into Gaz off her knee.
I thought she was going to get it there on the 360.
She nearly caught it, but it slipped through Danica's hands. 5:17 remaining. Germantown up 2. Warhawks of Arrowhead break the pressure with ease. Drive, kick, 3. Timish got her third of the half. Correction. That's Bub.
Yeah, Bub that one. She said you took away that one earlier.
Yep.
You said I was on the line. She was definitely behind it on that one.
Great feed inside.
Back and forth we go here.
KK able to find our 10th lead change of the half. Double team in the corner. Mania just a tick too late to get that steal. Rotating over. Down the lane, layup, good, Sarah Larson.
And again, a huge, Larson gets, is up to 5 points. Again, averages 7 on the year.
KK
Again, held scoreless last night. Good job by not panicking right there by Arrowhead. Double on the rebound. They get it out quick.
Block on the floor. It looks like they're going to get Gaz after the pass, but it's 2 free throws.
And that's one you don't want. Coach Whitty doesn't want them to call because they kicked it out and knocked the 3 down, but play had stopped.
Hansen to the line to shoot a couple. They did get Gaz for her second. Free throw, no good. And the Germantown boys game recently ending over at Brooks Central, so the student section has arrived, and it is about 90% capacity, and they are making their presence known. And both free throws off the mark, and no surprise, Gretchen McNeil skying for her 6th. KK the other way, she traveled. She did, yep.
Yeah, she brought her other foot down. I think that was a travel. For as much as she splits and is able to come off that, she brought her other foot down before she let it go.
Yeah, pretty easy call. As we approach 4 minutes, 26-25, Arrowhead up. Pass into the lane, now a kick out. 3, way off the mark. It's gonna stay down there. That was off Wisner. When you miss everything, it comes at you really quick.
And again, Bub, sets herself, just knocked that 3 down 2 possessions ago. And, just wasn't able to get that one. And we've seen this a couple times. They like that back screen for Sams after they run it once for the post to get it. Good job by Germantown.
McNeil, near turnover for Arrowhead as McNeil was causing problems for Bub. And then KK came away with a steal as she was falling out of bounds. Couldn't stay in. Just ends up as a big deflection.
But the effort plays that McNeil brings.
Constant. Sam's off the mark. KK up ahead. Wisner, left hand, back iron.
Good job. Again, the guards are doing a good job. Not only making up, 16 points.
Sam's, it's the late call, that it's the right call. That's travel.
They've got to make up almost 12 rebounds a game. And again, Arrowhead doing a good job with their guards rebounding the ball.
Timeout on the floor, 3:38 remaining. GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls basketball. I'm Emily Wisner. And I'm Natalie McNeil. And W7 is for the girls.
Back live, Germantown High School on a Saturday night. We want to thank Emily Tsipis on the camera tonight. High above everyone in the perch. 3-ball, corner pocket. Gabby Cox unable to finish. She got the look.
Yeah, and I would say, again, Germantown hasn't shot as many threes. And again, they've tried to get more in the lane against the zone. So again, see at halftime if maybe, again, they shoot them a little quicker as they are able to, again, Arrowhead going to the line yet again on the post move by Bub.
Yeah, it's almost been a little bit of a reversal. Germantown on their offensive possessions, almost every possession inside first, then outside, which is uncharacteristic of them. On the other side, Arrowhead, they're letting it fly.
Yeah, and again, I think, Arrowhead unable to capitalize here as Bub misses the first. But as much as, Germantown gets in the lane, they've shot the short pull-ups and again, have had some good dump downs, but haven't gotten as aggressive from the inside out of shooting the three off of that.
Gretchen McNeil picked up her third. That's
2 starters with 3 fouls in the first half here.
arguably your 2 best defenders. Exterior defenders for sure, and you're definitely your top rebounders. KK3, got it! Well, Lucy down, Chen down. KK says, okay, let me shoot some. She knocks it down as we're under 3. Sam's, flip, no good. Ball batted out, ends up in the hands of Lobbs. She pushes, up ahead, Wisner, catch. She traveled.
I think the flyby affected her just enough that she pushed it out vertically or horizontally, and now all of a sudden that left foot starts dragging.
She was better off just shot fake, let him fly by, and then let it go.
Yeah, from that same spot.
28-27, Germantown up. 12 lead changes, 5 ties. Sam's looking to make it 13. She does.
Got in deep off the dribble. We've seen Arnold guard her for most of the half, but that time
draws a foul. Oh, how do you call that one on the floor?
Yeah, she was on the gather, so.
When she got bumped, and that was right in front of us, but you know what? The referee was right next to the play, so who are we to question?
Well, now we have the first Arrowhead player with 3. So Larson, who came in, usually a starter, came off the bench today, has played really well, picked up her 3rd foul.
And KK misses, so a potential 3-point play turns into nothing. 29-28, Warhawks of Arrowhead up. As Sam's drives, step through, no good. Ball batted around.
Again, similar move. She had the and one,
Yep.
just didn't have as much on it.
Roble, she comes away with it. KK with the block. Cox comes away with it. She keeps it, she gets it to KK. In the lane, step back, 15-footer, rolls around and out. Batted around, getting on the floor, no surprise. J.C. Manny making a living diving on the floor.
Yeah, earns herself a trip to the free throw line with that effort, taking the ball away from Erica Bubb.
Manny, who is on the floor. Some of it's, a freshman that's a bit slight, But a lot of it is just all-out hustle.
You know, back-to-back, misses in the and one situation, almost like taking 4 points off the board there for Germantown.
Step through, left hand, bank, open. Late night banking hours, good.
Weekend ATM.
Abby Roble knocks it down 31-28.
She's done a really good job coming back in with the 2 fouls and being productive. It's gotten to the free throw line. Again, that's 2 for 2 from the line, hits that basket.
1:25 remaining. Germantown down 3.
Again, right now, the time Germantown's taken is definitely more of a Arrowhead type of tempo as Sams leaves her feet, but controls herself.
KK 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Great job staying balanced is Roble. Nearly threw it away. Arrowhead pushes. Sams. She lost it, but they're going to call a foul on lobs. So Bella Sams going to step up to the line.
And again, Sam, this hasn't been, Sams has done a good job. She's got, 6. She had the and one earlier and then split the 2 free throws. Again, shooting, again, for her spot, almost 70%, 69%, knocks the first down. So again, they've picked up that scoring by committee.
Largest lead of the night for Arrowhead, 4. Sam's second one. Got them both. So the missed free throws on Germantown's side, it is something they do struggle with. They get to the line, they just don't knock them down at a high rate. And in close games, it really shows. They trail by 5.
Well, and that's something in this 10-game winning streak. Haven't really had a lot of close games.
No.
So again, credit Arrowhead defensively.
Coach Tsipis with his second rebound of the night.
For keeping this tempo. And again, even when they've broken the press, they haven't shot it quick outside of the first couple of minutes.
You have to start to wonder about Arrowhead up 5. They've been doing their best to sub. As KK pull up, no good.
Yeah, and that's a costly one right there. You get KK to miss a 18-foot pull-up. Can you gather it, get the last shot of the half? Instead, you get your second foul on one of your starters, and the opportunity here for
Hallie Bowles.
To knock down 2.
2 for 8 on the season. Rattles rounding off. As I started to say, as they go into halftime here, Arrowhead's played pretty well. Coach Whitty's going to be happy about it, but you have to wonder about second half legs because they played last night.
And the rotation's different.
And the rotation's shorter.
How is somebody like Erica Bubb? Again, he's tried to get her speller a couple of times with the freshman, Teresa Kesnovich, but again, they were short, stints.
16 seconds, now 15. Sams drives on Bowles. KK help. Weak side, cuts it off. Right side, 8 seconds. Picks up her dribble. We got 5. Sams.
She's going to get a layup.
Right by everybody and finishes. And at the half, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor on GTV, it is Arrowhead 35, Germantown 28. Stick around for what promises to be one heck of a GTV finish. It's halftime in Germantown on Saturday nights on GTV. Sponsored by JBB Financial Advisor. Your Warhawks trail the Warhawks of Arrowhead 35-28. Looking at the halftime numbers, you can talk about the 11 turnovers Germantown has, but I think the number that jumps out more than anything is 2 for 11 from the free throw line. You're not going to win games when you do that.
No, in essence, too. Probably you want to say it's 2 for 13 because they missed.
Yes.
They missed 2 front ends of the 1-and-1s. And again, I think the surprise is how Arrowhead's been able to have balanced scoring. Bella Sams hit a couple shots there at the end, being double figures, but you have other people again. Greta Hansen's got 4. Sarah Larson back on, hit 2 shots with 5. Again, 6 for Bub and Timish, and even Raue coming in with the 2 fouls, contributed with 4 points. So everybody does a little bit more. 35 points. Again, they're over what they normally average if you just break that down by half. So, again, the point you've made, will the pace and the depth that Germantown has wear not only on Arrowhead just in the course of this game, but the back-to-back Arrowhead having to play Oconomowoc last night.
And Arrowhead getting to the line 17 times. We talked about it. Germantown commits fouls. That's part of their pressure. That's what happens. You have to wonder if that tight call that continues with Gretchen McNeil with 3 fouls, Lucy Leininger with 3 fouls, is Germantown going to have to back off the pressure, or are they just going to keep throwing bodies at you and this is what we do and see how they respond?
Yeah, I think Coach Stuvey, if it's one thing, he's very consistent on how they play. And again, he may change where the pressure is and maybe bring it a little bit more. We saw some success in the first half where they did a little bit more trapping once the ball cleared over half court. Again, what the pressure hasn't allowed them to do is get a lot of points in transition. Really, there haven't been any breakaways, one foul, I think. Leininger got down the floor on the 1X, off the 1 steal, but really no momentum breaking transition baskets in the first half for Germantown.
Their number 1 transition basket was just on that tip.
Yep.
Not many after that.
No.
To your point, we had 5 ties, 13 lead changes. But as we're just about set for the second half, Arrowhead with a burst at the end of the half with a 8-0 run, take a 35-28 lead into the half. We're just about set for the second half. Thank you for joining us on a special Saturday night edition of GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor. Coach Gino in the house. We have, I've been informed.
Yeah, he's
Coach
got
Oriyama.
a staff here as well, and a couple of the players. So
You have to wonder if KK's playing a little, her shot's been a little flat tonight, and we haven't seen that energy we usually see from her. Maybe she's playing a little tight with the boss watching.
Yeah, you know what? And anytime I ever had a kid, when you want to go to recruit them, whether they're committed or not, and that comes up, whether it's from the kid, the family, or the coach. You're pretty quick to say, you know what? If you do come play for me, I'm going to be at every game. So again, I think she'll get settled in here in the second half.
Cox and KK just almost side by side. Little disjointed. They find a cutting Gretchen McNeil, and no, she overlaid it.
Yeah, I think McNeil's going to end up with a double-double. Obviously already 6 rebounds, I think, with your totals in the first half.
Yep.
At her average, and again, has scored 7 points. So, again, Arrowhead staying with the zone. They played every possession.
KK with the deflection. Leininger got to be careful with 3. They break that pressure, layup, rolls off. So both sides have had the opportunity, but this time, a putback. Abby Raue.
Yeah, the left-hander, had it roll off with the right hand. Credit, stayed right with it, able to put her own miss in.
KK drives, hits a cutting Wisner, reverse, no good.
KK's put her teammates in 2 good positions right there, to be able to finish inside at the rim, and neither shot's gone down.
That's happened a couple different times this evening. About 4 come to mind. We had the Gaz here. We had Lucy on an earlier one. Not to single them out. It happens. They're human beings, Sometimes those things happen. People miss shots.
Just got to go right back and believe the next one's going to go in. Don't turn that next shot down.
And the next one's coming your way. Always remember that. 16:40, just starting the second half. Arrowhead, largest lead of the game, up 9.
Bub does a good job using her pivot there. Gets it out of trouble. Again, Arrowhead stays with those same starters. Great dump down pass.
And another miss from point blank, but another offensive rebound. And they're going to call it on McNeil. That's her 4th.
Yeah, that's one where you just get stuck, you know. Whether she's set or not, everything's happened. It's a bang-bang play.
She's staying out there for the time. You can see the referee kind of slowly dribbling the ball. They're going to get the sub for her, and they do. It's Rachel Murphy. That's just it's just unlucky. That's all that one was.
Yep. You get caught in situations sometimes. And again, Murphy knows things well. Started when Gretchen was out.
Right. Travel, great help defense. Wisner and Leininger double team, and that's the 12th turnover of the evening for Arrowhead.
And again, good job not slapping down. Just walled up, knew that person was off balance, didn't give the officials any reason.
KK hiccup move, drops the pass off the Leininger, who draws the foul and will go shoot 2. KK a little right left, got by, and that's what she's so good at many things, but that's one thing when she sees a seam.
She got the help to commit and able to dump that nice bounce to put Leininger in position to try to score.
Leininger hits the first, stems the tide, 10-0 run from Arrowhead. So at least 1 point for the possession. Leininger gets them both.
Again, I think that's important too. Leininger unable to capitalize in the first half from the line. Sees it goes in, see it go in. You miss your free throws. You have 3 fouls. Again, good job on the back pivot there. Reverse pivot by Arrowhead.
Travel, nope. They call the deflection. Shot hits the side of the backboard. Hansen able to save it, but it ends up in the hands of Wisner. Wiz, little bank runner, no good. Batted around, ends up in Murphy's hands. Rachel, kick out. Leininger drives, drop pass. Murphy finishes.
Yeah, really good job. I thought Bella Sams did a good job of getting the rim in the transition, caused the first shot to be missed. But again, credit Germantown staying in the offensive glass, working the offense, and able to get back and get the layup.
Wisner with the deflection gives Germantown to reset their defense.
Again, no backing down from the aggressive nature, right? Staying with the traps, with the run and jump.
Be who you are. As we approach 15 minutes, 39-32. Arrowhead up.
And that's one thing Coach Stuvey talked about is, you get to this time of the season and usually you have a little bit more of your rotation figured out. And again, with the 10-game winning streak, they've been able to play 11, 12 players.
Quick pass inside. Great job by Erica Bub. Catch it high, finish high.
This is going to give them that opportunity. And again, how are they going to be able to do that? With people in foul trouble,
KK,
they're going to have to.
To Leininger, who kicks it out. Rachel Murphy from Leininger. 39-35. Leininger caught it, one-handed. Oh, drive down the lane, left hand, good. Well, you got to do a better job cutting off Hansen. Back to that previous play, Leininger got caught up baseline, but great pass to Murphy. Cox 3, got it.
Yeah, and here we go. Here's the barrage. Back to back. It goes from a 11-point lead. They've got it down to 3 now, thanks to the back-to-back Cox and Murphy three-pointers.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor. The lead's down to 3. Back live on GTV, sponsored by JVB, financial advisor. Arrowhead had a brief 11-point lead. It's down to 3. Hot shooting to Germantown, starting to knock down their threes, but they have lost Gretchen McNeil, who has 4 fouls. But Rachel Murphy stepping it. There's a 10 call. Wasn't it 14:08 at the timeout?
It's a quick 10.
I thought the timeout was at the 14:08 mark, but it's a 10 nonetheless. Turnover, and it's Germantown ball. Drop pass, KK to Lucy. So much for my she's nervous theory, huh?
Yeah. Well, she's settled in, you know, and
you're right.
She's got some confidence to continue to make those passes because her teammates, even after missing the first 2, she's had confidence in them.
Another offensive rebound, another extra couple of points, and this time it's Erica Bubb knocking it down.
You know, and Bubb coming in averaging 3.1 points per game. She's up to double figures already.
With 11, yeah. And now KK, she threw a seed through the hands of Leiniger. That's one that Sarah would be proud of with that softball throw. 13:20 remaining. The pressure has not really caused Arrowhead too many problems. And now you foul a jump shooter who knocks it down.
Yeah, one of the cardinal sins of defense right there.
And Raue hits the shot and will go to the line as Kayla lobs. You're not going to block shots, Kayla. No sense doing that.
No, you know, guards should understand. Should never be in that position as Raue converts. And again, Raue 7 for 7 the last 2 days from the line. So,
and speaking of 7, the lead back up to 7.
Really good response by Arrowhead since the timeout.
Inside KK, short corner, Wisner pulls it out. Lobs handoff, KK. Shuffles to the left as the Germantown offense gets set. KK looking to penetrate, nothing there. Gets it to Murphy. Leiniger left alone, right corner. Wisner thought about
spacing issues on that side right now.
Wisner splits everybody, collects, and finishes. So the senior saw a little bit of a seam, put it out in front of her, and able to finish.
First 2-point field goal, she's up to 8.
47-42. Really impressed by the composure of Arrowhead as Lobs creates a problem. We're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be Germantown basketball.
Yeah, Lobs got the worst end of that as well. She dove on the ground, and Bubb tying her up ended up jumping right on her.
You might have a foul on Bubb then.
Yeah, because definitely.
That would be the correct call. We'll see if that's what this conversation is about.
She got smashed like Sunday morning pancake right there.
They call it a jump ball.
They keep it the jump ball.
Coach Stuvey's fine with that as Gretchen McNeil gives the strong. Oh, it stays here. My apologies. I thought it was Germantown ball.
Yeah, I think, again, that was the tie-up, and then the flattening happened. Glad they got together. Anytime they get together, you're getting more than one person's viewpoint. So,
and all you ask for is they talk about it, and it wasn't a quick conversation either. Drive, layup, off the mark, another offensive rebound, and they're going to shoot 2.
Again, Robles been really good this half. We talked about the change in getting the 2 quick fouls. She scored 4 points in the first half. You know, she missed a shot earlier, got her own, put it back in, had the and one, and now again goes back to the free throw line.
4 fouls on Lucy Leiniger. Foul trouble is mounting for Germantown. McNeil coming back on the floor with 4. No surprise, that's a senior. JC Manny for Rachel Murphy. Second free throw, she gets them both.
Yeah, and Roble, who averages, you know, just over or just around 3.7 points per game, is up to 11.
KK, little hiccup, pull up, good. Got the ball to the middle, they break the pressure. Corner 3, nope. Larson passes it up.
Great back cut.
And layup, good. Hansen, the recipient of that pass.
Yeah, Larson did a good job.
KK threw it away.
But credit Greta Hansen not just standing when, again, she was being overplayed, went on the baseline back door, caught it, got it up off the glass.
Hallie Bowles gives Wisner a break. 11:36 remaining. 7-point lead is what it was at half. The Arrowhead press break has been efficient, especially in the second half, but this has been the difference, is all the offensive rebounds. Extra chance by extra chance. Rebound, McNeil.
You know, and they you know, it closed to 3. They've pushed it back out for 7, and that's the first shot Bella Sams has taken in the second half. After that flurry she had to end the first half. You know, they've gotten it a little bit. They've gotten it from Bub. They've gotten it from Hanson.
As KK commits a foul now. She kind of commits one of those a game. It's only her second, but it's amazing how all of a sudden she's going to drive the lane and she's going to draw an offensive foul that, whether it is or not, it's just what happens with her. And GTV followers know stay away from those. Unnecessary there. It wasn't intentional, but it was one of those that she could have probably avoided.
Yeah, and then you get worried because you get caught like, you know, Gretchen McNeil did, where you're in a situation that you can't get your body out of.
And now a spinning layup for Roble. It's been the Abby Roble show here in the second half. 9 second half points, 13 overall in the game. She has offensively done her job filling in for Elena Harper. As Germantown wants a timeout, we'll take it with them. GTV.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation. There's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
Back on GTV. 10:36 remaining. 9-point lead for Arrowhead. Every time Germantown makes a run, Arrowhead's had an answer. KK splits everybody, draws a foul.
You know, and that's and that's a shot getting to the rim with Elena Harper there. Probably a little different story, at least not as clear. But again, Bub not as used to playing the center of the zone. KK gets by her and is able to get the free throw line.
KK back iron.
Boy, that same issue as the first half, bugging them from the free throw line. You know, Leininger hit too early, but again,
misses them both. If numbers are correct, 1 for 8 on the night for KK. 3 on the way, no good. McNeil, her 8th rebound of the night.
That one was a little quick. You know, again, I know they're up 9.
JC Manny! The freshman's not shy. The lead's down to 6. Get it out of here, Manny, with a block, but Hallie Bowles gave that seam. She's got to understand they're not going to go to the right corner. Take away that middle.
Yeah, the complete open side over here. It's
she wants to go to the corner. That's fine. 3 corner. Got it. Erica Bub. Have a night, Erica. Under 10 minutes as KK pull up. Good.
Again, Bub averaging 3.7. We've said it before. Again, she's up to 14 points. Germantown switching to the zone a little bit here, try to take Arrowhead out of rhythm.
Hard to do, down 7. You can pull this out and make Germantown come out of it.
Especially with the 3 guards. Sam's going to get an open look here.
And she got it. It's up to 10. KK drives by everybody and lost it. Arrowhead pushes. A rare transition basket opportunity. Dribble handoff, Sam's rhythm dribble. Got it. And it's all Arrowhead as they take a 62-49 lead into this timeout. 9:06 remaining. We'll take it with them. GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor.
I will see you on GTV.
Leininger back on the floor, 9 minutes remaining, halfway through the second half. We're about 3/4 of the way through this one. Leininger, nobody around her, she lets it fly, she misses.
That's the right decision right there for Arrowhead. Again, for their tempo, they average, just over 53 points a game. They're at 62. Again.
Offensive foul called. J.C. Manny drawing it. That one was right in front of us, and I think we would both agree that might have been a kind call.
Yeah, but again, I think it could have been avoided. What they've had success. And again, you don't need to start taking the air out of the ball. But again, Germantown's not used to playing this zone. Change sides of the floor. Make them work at it, and then see where the opening it is.
Side, top side. Keep the ball moving. Flash middle, flash weak side. We'll see how things play out. Up 13, it does Arrowhead with the lead. Wisner has it blocked. They're going to get the foul. That's going to be on Bella.
Yeah, a little, double corner fill action. Try to get the backside coming up.
Jack Boris checking in tonight. Claire Top. Who else we got there, Sarah? It's hard to read on
As
the side.
Wisner gets the first one to go. Cuts the lead to 12 with 8:24 left.
Checking in tonight. As Emily hits the first. Wisner gets them both. So WizKid knocks them both down. Germantown scoring with the clock stopped. Always an advantage when you're trailing. But none of this matters until their defense steps up. And it just hasn't been there. A lot of offensive rebounds and a lot of lanes for Arrowhead to attack. And there's another deflection from Emily.
Yeah, Wisner's gotten a couple deflections, but nothing that have stayed live ball turnovers where they can convert on the other end.
Now Lucy with a deflection. She's so timid and so afraid. Oh.
Yeah, so good. I mean, a gutsy play there with 4 fouls, but.
Got to do it. Got to keep playing. Both Leininger and McNeil on the floor with 4. As the clock ticks, 8:10 remaining. Drive. You got to understand she's left-handed. Got away with it. Gabby got away with that one. Now KK drop pass. Wisner finishes. Down to 9.
Trapping a little bit more back to the man-to-man. He got out of the zone pretty quick.
Drive, baseline, cut off. Nothing there. They kick it out. Larson,
Good
left
job.
wing.
Yeah, I mean, good job, I thought, by Hansen. Drove the baseline, didn't force it.
Unforced error.
Timish loses the handle there on the baseline.
9-point lead for Arrowhead. The tide slowly starting to turn. Still haven't gotten that student section involved.
That's the 3rd straight time they've tried to get that
McNeil!
high post. This time McNeil, instead of facilitating out of there, goes right to the rim with their left hand.
Down to 7. So the defense has stepped up. The offense is getting looks. That's a good recipe to get back into the game. Still down 7. And you have to wonder, again, the legs of Arrowhead. And then you have players that are playing in a tight game that haven't played. Some of them haven't played in this tight game of major minutes in this situation. See how they respond. 6:50 and counting. Drive, shot, off the mark. KK has it. Open court. Drives. Gets the shot to go! And the foul! KK saw a seam, took it, drew the foul, finishes, and can cut it to 4. Taylor Timish picked up her 3rd. And how quickly now that momentum's getting bigger. 32nd on the floor, we're gonna take it. GTV taking a timeout to give you our sponsor, JVB Financial Advisor.
And GTV presented by JVB Financial Advisors, is on W7.
Okay. So say that again.
I know.
That's all right. That's all right.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisors, is on W7.
Okay. GTV presented by or presented
by.
Okay. Take 2. JVB. Here we go. Take 3. All right. All right. Here we go. GTV is brought to you by.
Presented by.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay.
KK Arnold stepping to the line, looking to complete a 3-point play. Missed it again. Not her night from the line. Sam's rebounds. Now you got a tie up. But they break it. Great job.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision just for Hansen right there. 2 of her teammates are, telling her throw it long. They're going to get a layup out of this. But again, they backed it back out. The pressure continued to move up towards half court, and Timish ends up being the recipient.
KK drops a pass, Leininger finishes. But you're seeing a little more intensity on the defensive side from Germantown. Little too lax. Now you're seeing some energy. Yes, they ended up giving up a layup on that last possession, but their tempo defensively is definitely picked up.
No question. And they came back and scored in half the time.
Down 5. 5:50 remaining. This is going to be on KK, her third.
And that's that right arm she locked in. Yeah, again, good job by Sams. Takes a lot of guts to reject a ball screen when you got such a good on-ball defender right there, but she did a good job. She got Arnold's arm, if you're watching, her right arm got locked in, and the officials are going to give the benefit to the offensive player in that sense.
Go with a little more speed as Lobs checks in for Cox for Germantown. Again, trying to keep that tempo defensively.
And again, Hansen, a senior, understands, again,
there's a double team.
The philosophy of Arrowhead, a team that's going to control things.
Blocked by Wisner, but as the night has been, it ends up in the hands of an Arrowhead
Raue on the offensive glass again. Can't get the easy putback to go down, but the ball gets knocked down. This drives me crazy. I'm sorry. I understand the players need to go get the ball, but when the official's the closest, take 2 steps and grab it.
Rachel Murphy for Lucy Leininger. Leininger with 4.
We're not asking them to chase it all around the rim, but
lob to Sams.
A little flare screen there for Sams off the 1-4.
Shot no good. KK off and running. Hiccup, drop pass. 10-footer, long.
But again, of all the things you want right there, you ended up, Arrowhead forces them to shoot a 10-foot pull-up.
But Murphy's got to go to the hoop. She faded away.
Yeah.
If you're close enough there, we've seen KK will find you, obviously. Another offensive opportunity.
And again, Raue knocked it around there. Bub ends up being the recipient. She gets the offensive rebound and the basket.
Stick around when this one's concluded. Our Jolly Good Soda player of the game. KK 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound. Put back.
Great job by Gretchen McNeil with the 4 fouls, carving out space inside.
And I don't know if everybody could see that, but when Greta Hansen went down, Wisner was on, or correction, Chen was on top of her. Gretchen immediately rolled over and checked on Hansen to make sure she was okay. Just a fantastic kid, and just the way the ball, it literally is bouncing tonight.
Yep. All that work to get that offensive rebound. But that foul puts Germantown in the bonus the rest of the way, where Germantown themselves only has 5 team fouls.
1 out of 2 for Chen. 20 free throw attempts for Germantown. 7 makes. It's a storyline. Great job defensively, Kalalabs. It's going to be a turnover. And right there, a great job. Kalalabs laying on the ball. She didn't try to roll over, because if she tries to roll over, it's a turnover.
Yeah.
But she just laid there, and yes, the tie-up's coming, but she did a great job by not rolling over and causing the turnover. 66-60, Germantown with the ball, down 6. 4:20 remaining. Leininger drive, kick out. KK, that's her spot. Got it! Lucy Leininger knows her teammate, because she found KK in her left wing spot. She knocks it down, cuts the lead in half. Pass inside.
Great.
They're going to call. There's KK with her fourth. That goes back to that one before, that little cheapie.
One running down has no effect on the play. Just the ball handler in the middle of the floor causing the contact. Both teams now with 16 fouls, so we'll have bonus the rest of the way. I'm going to say I think that foul may have been a good thing because they had a backside layup off that pass. Tsipis did a good job of cutting in from the corner.
But KK now with 4 joins Leininger and McNeil with 4. But we all know how this engine runs. Sam's catch, shot in the lane, offensive rebound again.
Wow.
Timish, drop pass, good shot fake and no good. Tie up, it's gonna stay here though.
Boy, Raue did a great job of getting in that mix. Good hard fought rebound, nothing dirty from either team on that. Kids climbing on the glass.
Yep. Bounced on that ponytail. That's why those girls should wear, every girl playing basketball, wear the ponytail. You fall back, let it bounce on the hair. Trigger, Sam's looking. Gotta wonder about the Arrowhead legs, or is all the adrenaline on their side now? Sam's drives against Leininger. Cut off. Handoff Raue in the lane, lost it. We're gonna have another tie-up.
This one will go to Germantown. Getting on the ground, great help defense. As Raue rolled back to come back to that right shoulder to her left hand.
Raue bumped her head, and I think you have to get her out there.
Yeah, I think he's got.
If they're holding the game up, she's got to come off the floor.
Yeah, and a head injury too.
Exactly. And she is coming off the floor. Nothing malicious, just all-out hustle from both teams. So Abby Raue sits. Been a huge game for her.
And again, as you mentioned, partner, you know, some of those Arrowhead kids are in positions they haven't ever been in. You know, playing this late, like right there, you saw a little bit of a short arm.
Great ball movement. Leininger hitting a cutting Emily Wisner, who's going to step to the line. I got to say, you know, GTV, we keep having all these kids as players of the game, and Wisner's had opportunities all year, and it's always been somebody else. But I tell you what, just watching her this whole game, she has been so even keel. And her senior leadership has shown in every phase tonight. Just calm, cool, and collected. This is a kid that was on the floor when that final buzzer sounded last year. So she's been through the wars.
Well, and understanding the rivalry. That's something Coach Stuvey talked about, having the 8 days, and the team did some really unique things. They had theme days and everything like that. But, you know, he said on Monday they were treating this like this is a sectional final or a state tournament type of game with the opponent they're playing.
And that's one thing we have not talked about is the 8 days off. You know, it's one thing to get rest, but it's another thing to lose your rhythm and understanding and that's going to be a foul on Wisner. You lose a little bit of that, and there's no question, you know, the sloppiness and the backside rebounds, that's probably contributing to it.
Yeah, and he talked a little bit about trying to mix things up and do kind of a simulated 4-on-4 game. As Timish heads to the line. This will be a 1-and-1. Taylor comes in again. 90% free throw shooter. I didn't want to say anything right before she shot it. But again, she's been so good all year. You know, 19 for 20. Was 4 for 4 last night, but under this situation.
Yep, different game. We're under 3. KK, drive. She keeps it. Flip on, under, no good.
A little bit too much English on that one.
The Massey rolls off. And now a breakaway. Drop pass. Great job breaking it up, does Leininger.
Probably the best thing Arrowhead could have hoped there, too, because definitely Leininger was between her man and the ball. Able to knock that out of bounds, but Arrowhead will keep it on this end.
66-65. We got a warning, a bench warning on Coach Whitty. Interesting time to say that.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out. Just another script, you know. Near turnover. Leininger now has to hustle back into the play. Sams has it deflected. Ball still battered around. Ends up in Bella's hands. Bella has been through these wars. She has played in these type of games. Pass deflected. McNeil, turnover.
Yeah,
KK, right side speed. Leininger, kicking pass. Wisner, got it! Emily Wisner, and we have our first lead change of the half. Drive down the lane and finishing. Sarah Larson.
How about that end-to-end right there?
Now KK goes back. She finishes. Oh my! Whew, we got to take a breath.
Yeah, it's what you want to see. Each team kind of trading punches right here.
Broken up on the floor, deflected on the floor. Ball ends up in Leininger's hands. She gets it to KK. KK one-on-one. That's on the floor. They're going to count it. And the basket is good.
Yeah, you know, again, starts with the wild scramble on this end. You know, it looks like Greta Hansen's going to have a drive to the rim and, isn't able to get it up into her hands. It gets knocked credit. Gretchen McNeil and Leininger saving it up here. Now all of a sudden, Arrowhead tried to trap for the first time all game. They get it to Arnold. She's able to go one-on-one. Still can't knock that down from the free throw line as she stretched the lead to 4 with the basket.
Up 4 now for Germantown. Instant classic here on GTE. Nobody there, so they let it fly. Bella Sam's offensive opportunity, no good. Batted around, KK comes away with it. It does something I've never seen KK do. She quick flipped it to Lucy.
Yeah.
And a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We need to catch our breath. 68 seconds left in this one. GTV sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor.
Hi, I'm Maddie Connor. Congratulations W7 on reaching 10,000 followers on social media.
Congratulations W7 on getting 10,000 followers on social media.
Congratulations W7 on reaching 10,000 followers on social media.
Congrats to W7 on 10,000 followers on social media.
Congratulations W7 for reaching 10,000 followers on social media.
Congratulations W7 on 10,000 followers on social media. Keep up the good work.
Keep up the great work and everything you do for the girls. Keep up the great work for the girls.
Keep up the great work for the girls.
Keep up the great work for the girls. For the girls.
For the girls.
Keep up the great work. For the girls! For the girls!
Thank you, Sarah Nasif, producing tonight. Gary walking around on the floor. He's getting some shots. He came over to tell us about it with the coach, Jonathan Tsipis, Ahmed Raue. Instant classic here on W7 on a Saturday night. Germantown triggering the inbounds. Sideline. Well, you got Lucy with a one-on-one. If she spins and goes, trigger back to Wisner.
See how deep they let this get into the, under the 1 minute mark. When are they going to try to foul?
I put KK on the line, absolutely, the way she's shooting tonight.
I truly believe, though,
yeah,
in the last 2 minutes, no matter what she's at, she's somebody step up to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's something we talked about earlier. Under 4 minutes now. I know she missed that last and one opportunity, but I'd venture to say, oh, goodness. Well, and they threw it away. This is
That's the break that Arrowhead needed right there.
The immaturity minutes showing. And now they thought there was a foul call, but it was a squeak of a shoe.
And now you have Timish is fouled out. So again, you have, one of your better scorers, more, kids that have been playing better, fouls out with her fifth, send Arnold back to the line. The other thing that happens now, though, is now we're in the double bonus. So I'm a true believer, that
She's
again.
getting one of the two.
She is, and I think there's a relief when you step to the line. It's one of the things I wish in the college game they'd somehow have the 1-and-1 back installed, because again, when you get to that 15 foul in college, I think an average shooter feels that sense of relief knowing they don't have to earn that second free throw.
Agree 100%. I mean, you get to that next level, let it go. Let it go. Why is it a double? Why do you go to that double? Because you want to speed up at the end of the games? Well, maybe you up that to 12 or 15, so you kind of somewhat limit it, but Look at with a head shake and a sigh of relief for KK. Like, finally, I got one to drop. And the lead's 5. But you know what? Credit to these Warhawk of Arrowhead. KK gives herself a little clap, hitting them both. They came out, they had a game plan, did a great job, and really fought with Germantown. Nothing to hang your head about when you're missing your starter. Your leading scorer, leading rebounder, going to play at Grand Canyon next year. They really, when you had less than 24 hours to prepare for it too, they did a great job, and a credit to Arrowhead.
Yeah, I mean, they're at 62 points at the 8.5 minute mark. We were talking about how they'd already, eclipsed here as Sam's hoping to add to that.
But it changed at about the 6-minute mark. Timeout. Germantown came on the floor, 5:57 left, and their intensity on defense changed. Much more aggressive defensively, which led to much more offensive intensity. And now that down or up 4, they took that deficit that was once 13. They've turned it into a one-time 6-point lead, now down to 4.
Yeah, they got a foul. They had valuable time going off the clock.
But they had a tie-up. I mean, if that defender would have stepped in front.
I understand maybe trying to get a trap and shoot the gap for a steal, but they can't let it go back and forth 2 and 3 times.
Stick around for our JVB financial advisor, Jolly Good Soda player of the game, as Gretchen McNeil knocks down a free throw. Second one, she got it. Still a 2-possession game, nothing changed in that regard. Sams, she can fire it. And she turned it over, but it hits off a Germantown player. They catch it, get it back. Hanson through her hands. You gotta get something up quick. Corner 3, they left Sams of all players alone. It rolls off.
Oh, the freshman did a good job getting the rebound there.
Sams, pass, blocked by Leininger. KK comes away with it, and this one's over with. An instant classic on GTV. Germantown 76. Arrowhead 70. Stick around for the Jolly Good Soda player of the game. You've been watching GTV. For Gary Whipperman, Sarah Nasif, the coach Jonathan Tsipis, Ahmed Raue. Stick around for our player of the game.
I'm like breathing so heavy into the microphone. I'm so out of breath.
That voice you heard is our Jolly Good Soda player of the game, Emily Wisner. Nice game.
Thank you.
Just another Saturday night in Germantown.
Just another game.
You know, you get down 13 and there's a timeout. You could cut it to 11, but you could feel that you weren't playing Germantown basketball. You're down 11 after that 5:57 timeout. All of a sudden the defense tempo picked up. What was said in that huddle?
We were just trying to take it one possession at a time. We knew we weren't going to get all 13 points back in one play. So we were just like, we got to lock in on defense and get it one possession at a time. And this is my cousin. His name is Jack.
Hey, Jack. Welcome to W7.
Say hi. Hi. And this is my other cousin, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas. Welcome to W7.
Say hi.
So you keep chipping away. You keep chipping away. And then for the second time this year, an Emily Wisner 3-ball corner pocket gives Germantown the lead late in the game. You end up pulling away. But tonight was a little different than the last time. You struggled with the 3 in that game. Tonight, you were just a senior who was calm. I mentioned it to Coach Tsipis during the game. You never seemed rattled. You saw a lot of emotion, including from KK. You could see she was frustrated tonight. But it seemed like Emily Wisner was just this calm senior. We're just playing basketball on a Saturday night. Is that your maturation, your natural maturation as a senior? Stepping up?
I mean, on the inside, I'm freaking out.
Of course.
I'm nervous, but on the outside, I know that I have to set an example to be calm. I've been there before and set a good example for everyone else who may not have been there before.
Well, you come away with another victory, 11 in a row. You keep rolling, taking this on the road. We're coming in. Now it's coming down to crunch time. You got 2 regular season games left. And then you're going to get another long break like you had.
Yep.
Then it counts for real. Now you're a senior, and there's a light at the end of your tunnel.
Yep.
Where it is, we don't know. Obviously, we're hoping for Green Bay and another gold ball. Has that hit you yet?
I don't think so. I'm taking it one game at a time. We're gonna win as much as we can. We're gonna work hard, and like you said, hopefully that's the gold ball.
That's our W7 JBV financial advisor, Jolly Good Soda player of the game, Emily Wisner. It was exhausting for us too, but we still got one question we got to get out. Who does W7 do this? Wait, let's get the boys involved. You guys know the answer?
Can you say for the girls?
You're right. There you go.
They watch it all the time. They watch all my games. They love W7.
There you go, boys. We got to hear you good and loud. Who does W7 do this for?
For the girls.
There you go. For Emily Wisner, for Sarah Nasif, for Gary Whipperman, for the coach Jonathan Tsipis, I'm Ed Raue. An instant classic here on GTV. Have a great Saturday night. We're back Tuesday at Sussex to take on Hamilton. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna take my headphones off real quick.